Mr. Baba, which number do you want to add?
I wanted to add to the 1105 because the votes have already been submitted. I know there will be a double count, but we are trying to see. So 1105, that is now all the other police stations have been listed. Now you can add this. Will you win?
I know that gets 13894. But those are only two police stations.
Because you said those are the two, very sure you will win, and you are going to factor in people dying. So you have one with 11 with 894.
No.
So how many 14 will affected?
You understand the word affected?
My God, on page
First answer. Affected.
yes, but on page, that's on page 2
Both.
of the petition. I want to read
Yes.
paragraph 7.
Yes.
Yes, I contend that there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Act of the Parliamentary Elections Act related to elections. Maybe I have to read of the petition. Yes.
So you read that. Did you go to that one? Non-compliant. Affected the result.
That's what I'm asking you. In the context of the
My lord, petition. My petition. I contend that there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Parliamentary Elections Act relating to elections, and non-compliance and failure to hold the elections in accordance with those provisions affected the results of the election.
That's where, for me, I'm dealing, I'm starting with the word safety. The other place, someone else. Okay, let us first. What were the results? between you and what's this one? That's it.
So there were only two players. What were the reasons?
My lord, we are not the only two. We are not only.
Bring the rest.
The first respondent was the winner and the guest.
With
But
what?
we are not the only two.
Okay. What the winner was?
In the 35th,
In the return for presentation of results, the winner got 17,958.
So those were the results. Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are how apply what conflict guide you. You must show that also 14 points. I would have got 17,940 because honorable got 19.9. I would have achieved
We want to show us how we are going to bring this much in you and if we are giving, if you are not, if you concede those
no, my lord.
you didn't show us.
I've already stated in the petition.
But if the petition is okay, you are here to claim evidence. Now proof, you need evidence. Prove to the court that you could bring the money to Nalukoola. You cannot,
I have stated that
Honorable Nalukoola got 17,929 and I got 18,558. And the votes that were not returned were 16,629. And the non-compliance in the Parliamentary Elections Act is not affected. The result in that.
What do you understand by the word return? What do you understand by the word return?
The votes, my vote were not returned.
When you return, you not stand. Those are your words.
No, my lord.
So we're still tallied. Were they tallied?
They were not tallied. My lord, I can't answer that.
Can you answer this? That it was counting. Can I show you that? That they counted, but there was no tally. We go back to the one return. Can you return what has not been counted or carried? Or in this case, counting was done.
No, I
So how do you read this gap?
But sorry, the point here, and
As it is show how the body affect the results in it. And you can only do that by what magic we're going to bridge this gap between 9,000 and 7,000. We have given you some formulas, water turnout, we have gotten all the votes at your polling station and the councillor Masudi.
My lord, the total was 16,640. Minus the votes of first respondent votes is 8,335.
Correct.
So that is now the failure to return these votes into county. That's how it's. The results may My lord, I've answered that the failure to return 16,640 votes in their totality affected me because
The results.
it affected me
The
and
results.
definitely an advantage, and that's why I'm here. Because of the marginal difference, if some results were known in places where I voted from and personal discretion, we would have, the result would have been different.
Okay. Space. Maybe the last part, take that, move fast. Move fast.
You see it? In the last total
905.
32. Estates below.
92%. And Honorable Nalukoola vote, what was it?
63 and 5.
The rest share. Can we apply that? The 16 vote. And we add it. You can even share. Say 50-50.
I can't answer that.
Which one we use the scenario 32% of 1664. What would we get?
I wouldn't answer that.
It is calculated.
Yeah.
I get 5,300. 24.
5,394.
And when I add it,
To 9,000. Then you add it to 9,000. Not the other.
you might know.
Garbage is 9,000.
Oh,
What do you get?
I get 14,382, my lord, added to 9058.
14 what?
14,382, my lord.
That one. Before we add 0%. Would you have one? At 63%. Yes.
I get 10,483.
10,000.
483.
10,000. Okay. You have 16, 4, 8. 63.5. Go 16. That was it.
I used 63%.
16. 63.5. That's right.
Ten, 5, 6, 6.
Then 5. Then you add what the fastest one is good. 17, 19.
So 8,505.
2, 8. 5.
505.
Subtract 28. 5, 0. You are 14. Now to see the magic. Another what now wrote after. And yourself the magic. What is the difference? Between what group? The 14, 382, and 28, 505. That is after applying the percentage to go.
14, 1, 2.
Would you have one? Because likely.
No, my lord, in this particular one.
So, let it bridge.
The market.
Basically, in the petition, I state that the votes that were left out my vote and the difference between me and the first respondent. This is why they are here.
Yes, I know. But okay. Maybe I will ask you over us. Can you prove that
1864 voters who were not tallied, as they say, were all going to vote for you. That's why we are here. We are not here because of the money as they do. Sure, but those people are going to vote for Nambi. From the 14 polling stations, having lost
My lord, that's not true. I won in more than 10 polling stations.
out of money. And then you also want to win this 14. Sure.
My lord, I was comments from this.
I'm okay with you winning the 10. Show us how you're going to win the 14. And how your win in the 14 you're going to overturn the first respondents. I think that is the simplest I can put it. How your win in the 14 is going to overturn the leader. That is the word affect.
My lord, in the petition, page 2, the difference between the total number of votes that were not tallied was 16,640, and the difference between me as the second, as per the tally and the result form, is only 8,000.
Maybe we switch. And for a case start, you get 16 at the end of this, because you that was the song. Okay? So we switch. And for a case start, you get 63 other, and we see what we get. Can we use that for the panel? Can we?
I've already stated the point of contestation in the difference and the votes that have not carried. My lord.
We should have understood the point. We also ask you to imagine turn the 16 in your favor and against them. We are now trying to give you the 63 and I'm going to get that. I don't want to understand that. We may have to do that. Can we do that? Therefore, it's not popular where you put in the 14, you are that popular with 63. Take it.
My lord, already pointed out that 16,640 votes to this honorable board were not returned. And therefore, me would be other candidates' results were not completed.
Temporarily. Especially Uganda. Because of the part of yes, part of So, you are complaining about declaring the final result
Yes, my lord.
because there was no time. Correct?
Yes, my lord.
What was counted? Who's to carry must have counted? What was counted? What did your polling agents you that you went, counted, you vote 100%, or you votes and they were not standing? Did you have polling agents?
Yes, my lord. I have polling agents.
And they were at the polling station.
Yes, my lord.
They were participating in counting. Yes or no? Yes or
At,
no?
at the hotel, what is that?
If they count, if they participate in counting.
Are you referring to the president of the hotel?
Yes.
At the 14 point stations, my lord, we did not get results.
But did people vote?
Yes, my lord.
Did your agents count?
Because I was one of the voters.
So you were one of them. And you had agents. And the procedure of voting. Do you know how they do the vote? What the polling agent is supposed to do? Yes?
Yes, my lord.
I will give you one step, then you take it to the next one. They march, and then the name of the person, the voter register or roll. Correct?
Okay.
The voter comes, then the voter roll or the register. They look at the face, and they carry the one, you have appeared. They tick. So each one marks. Is that correct? Or you don't know?
I know my lord.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. You are
Then
verified.
subsequently, so many people come, go on, not. At the end of the day, you can tell that you are 500 people who can. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So where are those results? Where is that count from your ages?
My lord, some of those statements appear.
But I want you to ask for the count. If I deploy you to go and count, how many people voted at each polling station? Before you complain about zero, you must have known that these numbers came. You know, at every polling station you have one. You can say, okay,
My
and
lord,
one.
no results we have brought back.
You did not from your this video is not working.
My lord, as a candidate, I was one of the voters that could go, get wrong, honestly. So I voted I was there with another voters doing the same.
So if you voted around out of so many people, you return with this zero. You know that. if you voted alone at that particular police, the percentage will indicate 0%. Correct?
My lord, I cannot answer to how many people.
No, you use the math. Use the math. You voted one person out of the polling station of 1438. You the figure shows 0%. Within, you do the math. 1 out of 1436 would return 0%.
My lord, that it has been done. I was physically there to vote, and I saw some
You are already all the polling stations, the voted without direct. Okay, let us go to the next. We say Tom and Larry. Show us how the voting affected the result. Now, in the substantial affected the results. Remember, the results have already been shown in the margin. And in a substantial manner, those are your words, paragraph. Have you brought any evidence to that effect? My lord, I have an objection that just on 2 lines first. The client has answered that again and again. They have taken 2% formulas, the number of probabilities. Second, my lord, that paragraph is information from the lawyers. And that's a statement. As if of shipping and things we need to be clear. That's my lord question. Second, answer that through the various trajectories and probabilities that you research on.
So you can focus on any other new areas.
Yes.
You are not just about.
I now want to get to this paragraph.
That is which is information. Maybe you can focus on those.
I want to know.
Where she has the experts.
I want to know whether you believe the information should go to the lawyer. If you believe, I verily believe. You know what substantial means? Results being affected in substantial. You believe you are a lawyer who will do so. Can you confirm?
my lord, I'm here to focus. I
Yes, that paragraph that read the paragraph. The lawyer said, the question of the law explains to you, you verily believe that the non-compliance does not matter. Did you or did you? What do you believe?
I believe lawyers, my lord, and what I believe is that there was non-compliance
substantial manner.
Yes, my Lord, that's the paragraph on page 0.
You are free to have the result. Yes,
My Lord, I've stated in my petition how the reasons
Focus on the area. Don't repeat what I
I know. My Lord, I was on guide.
You are
Samuel.
you mentioned your name.
Samuel, yes, yeah. Yes, adjectives. Adjectives. It's your statement pertaining to the results that agents will appear. The agents will not give you results and that will appear once that. Is that your statement as the reason for you not asking?
my Lord, clearly in the
Confirm because the statement.
in the polling stations, I've stated in the petition that it was
No, my senior colleague in attempting to take us to the count. It was a statement that the agents, those 14 will appear because they will not give you results. That's why you're not responding. Stand by that. That's the issue.
in the petition, my Lord. The failure to return
I get it from you stated we're talking about the number of votes having been counted here and your husband. It was your statement. I do not respond to that because the agents, according to you, will appear. They will not give you the results, but they will appear on this issue.
I did not get the results from these polling stations, if that's what you're asking.
Those results were from your agents. Okay? Are with your agents.
We have no results from the polling stations.
So, is it your case that your agents did not participate in any counting at the 14 polling stations? It's your evidence they did not count. Is that the case?
No, my Lord, but they did not come back to me with results from this polling station.
They did not. In paragraph 10 of the evidence, the said agents chose to report about everything that is paragraph 10 of the affidavit. Page 13. Those agents in paragraph 10 chose to give you a thorough report
about what transpired on incidents alleged chaos, violence, and the like, but not about the voting and the counting. Is that your evidence?
The paragraph says, I am informed by the above persons
Yes.
that the information I verily believe to be true and correct, that despite incidences of chaos, riot, and violence, especially at Kazango polling center, the voting itself, voting
Yes.
at the said polling stations took place
Between 7 and 4
within the regular voting time
Between 7 8.
of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. and many voters voted at that.
So you confirm that voters from your agents, voters voted,
Yes, my lord.
and that votes were counted.
No, my lord.
What time is the counting of votes?
Supposed to be normally at 5 p.m.
Because they are giving you a report. It means they recorded that voting took place. That record is clear. Voting took place between 7 and closing time of 4 p.m. But then omit or neglect to tell you that there was counting. Okay? Want us to believe that that's different. Let's go back to the incidents of chaos and violence. Did they tell you at which polling stations, one by one? Because you have the time between 7 and 4, I don't know at what time. At least that record. The counting is not sure what time was chaos and violence. Okay. Did they give you that report? Is it one of the information?
My lord, the agents at the 14 polling stations stated that, yes, indeed, there was violence and chaos at those polling stations, and that's the reason why they did not have it.
In that report, what time did they specify? Did they specify the time? Was it towards 4? Because then the voting went on until 4. Was it at 9 a.m.?
No, my lord.
What time then? Did they tell you or they did not?
They mentioned that the violence
Okay, let me
started
give you
in
one.
the afternoon, late afternoon.
Karemba Herbert at Mbogo Primary School. Karemba.
My lord, 1187. The affidavit for Mr. Herbert Kalemba. 1187. Yes, my lord.
What time? That's never happened.
Paragraph.
What time the chaos and violence? Is it there or it is not? It is not. Yes, my lord. My lord, because it is not here, that's the emphasis. So I put to you that you do not know the time. You are not aware. Is it within your knowledge? Yes, okay.
No, my lord, but their statements within Mr. Calendar.
No, your knowledge.
No specific time.
No specific time. Between 7 and 4 p.m. Then would I be right? Agent. Agent Nambi, let's keep that head. It's not there. We also don't know the number of voters who turned up at that polling station. Do you?
No, my lord.
So would I be right to state that you don't want the truth in the numbers of the voters?
No, my lord.
Everything they reported but the numbers. Okay. But everything is just maybe
I just wanted to direct the witnesses certain.
it helps us. Okay.
Not the kind of direction, editorial. And the lawyers ask me questions. Please look at this and this. We are facing the feeling that we're looking at the decision.
That's you can go back to your evidence. That's why I say I'm fine. Go back to paragraph. So generally, would I be right to state that your agents gave you information or reported about the counting? But that you don't want to tell us the truth in the numbers of voters. The reason that you are not telling us about the counting, are you right or wrong?
No, my lord.
Well, now I take you back to the same agents. Refer to agents. Let's go to paragraph 9. Let's try to be more general. I know paragraph 9 is more general, but I don't go one by one. It's just statement that you had the following polling agents at the state polling station. Who is an agent? Who is an agent? According to you.
An agent, my lord, is a representative of the government.
An agent is a representative each candidate
and the hidden police station.
to the polling station. That is the right to state that you now will be the principal and the following 14 will be the agents. Simplify. You now. The principal. And the other agents, you as now. So they are Nambi's agents. So it's your statement that you appointed agents in the 14 polling stations. Is that correct?
My lord, I appointed agents as per
I appointed.
appointment letter attached.
That's 3144. Not 3144. So are these the appointment letters appointing your agents, you now? 31. So again, because the petition is about Ugandan agents. Which one? 31. 31? Yes. It took us 31. No, we all have this. So are those the appointment letters by you appointing your agents?
My lord, these are the agents that were appointed.
Were they appointed by you?
They were appointed by,
Were they appointed by you?
no, my lord, but by the National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission.
Are you the NRM?
According to,
Are you the NRM?
this was a procedure within the NRA for by-elections.
For clarity, please read just one. This appointment. Because these are the people you rely on.
National Resistance Movement 031 C1. National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission.
Appointment as NRM Commission Delegated.
Appointments. Herbert Kalema. NRM official candidate Nambi Farida. No candidate for Kawempe North. Appointment as NRM official polling agents in Kawempe Division North constituency by election 2025. In accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, as amended, the Electoral Commissions Act, the Parliamentary Elections Act, and the NRM Constitution, you are hereby appointed as NRM polling agents in the parliamentary by-election of 13th March 2025 at Gogo Primary School, Playground A KAS Police Station, Kawempe 1, Ward, Kawempe Division North constituency. You are authorized to present at the polling station and perform such duties for polling agents as prescribed by the law in carrying out this assignment, you are enjoined to observe the NRM Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Uganda. Thank you for accepting to be part of the NRM team, signed by the chairperson, NRM Electoral Commission.
So you confirm they are not signed by you.
My Lord, this is according to
They are not appointed by you. Okay.
yes, they were not
The letters were not signed by
They
you.
were not signed by me, but by the NRM Electoral Commission, my Lord, as per the NRM
So
rules
confirm,
on the by-election.
confirm that you are appointed as NRM polling agents, as stated in that letter.
On my behalf, as the NRM official.
Confirm that you are appointed as NRM polling agents. Well, were you issued, assist you, were you issued with guidelines this election by the second respondent? Probably not aware. Are you issued the guidelines?
Yes, you are issued.
In this form, conform to those guidelines. Confirm that they did not, this did not conform to the guidelines. And that paragraph 9 that you had the following agents, the same police stations, as schools, you have now.
My Lord, I had this appointed which is the internal rules for the election.
According to the guidelines, was it you to appoint Kalemba Herbert? According to the guidelines,
My Lord, my guidelines, witness evidence of guidelines.
that's why you come back. The answer not according to the guidelines.
The guidelines, my Lord, I was referring to, that I was appointed as well for the NRM.
So the electoral commission did not issue any guidelines to you. Or you're not aware.
Those who are from the commissions, but in this particular response, my Lord, I was referring to
So you follow.
the appointment.
In appointing these agents, you follow the NRM guidelines. You follow the BC guidelines in appointing Kalemba Herbert, Namatoku Sarah, Sima, Marisha, Gordon Salim Saleh, Sebukwao Joy, Alumas Jessica, Magalo Olivia, Nova Victor, Mama Silva, Sarah Sani, Zainab, Maria, Grace, and David. Which guidelines did you follow? What is that? People will arrive at this.
Yes,
You are right.
this. According to the NRM Constitution, my Lord, these polling agents were appointed on my
You participate in our NRM elections, right? NRM elections. Yes, this is my lord. My lord, were these NRM elections for you to be guided? NRM guidelines. Were they NRM elections?
my Lord, according to NRA, this is
Confirm for national election.
this was the procedure that we used in this by-election
And
and
confirm,
other by-elections.
confirm we are talking about a general election. Not a national election. That's confirm. Well, first to this point, might be right to say that you have been never appointed any agents. First to this case, you, Nambi.
I participated in the process together with the NRM party since I was their official candidate.
You show us where you signed that participation is what I mean. Because it's saying information from my records. Show us where you signed as participation in this process.
I was part of the process in the briefing, in the training, and in the final day of the elections. And this is part and parcel with the NRM constitution.
You are the constitution of Nambi, the candidate for president. Well, my lord, I wish to ask the witness if she's aware, because we may not have the benefit. Are you aware that some of the people who made those statements about evidence will not be presented in court post-examination? Are you aware? That's why I want you to answer some of these questions. Are you aware?
Yes, I'm aware of it, the ruling was yesterday.
That they will not be cross-examined about these statements. Can you also confirm? We go back to paragraph 10. Enumerating the incidents at all these polling stations of chaos, violence, etc. Can you confirm that you are not there at each of these 14 polling stations?
Yes, my lord.
Can you confirm, therefore, that you did not see any such news when rushed? Just confirm that not body.
Yes.
And as you stated, you confirmed that your role was, I only voted and went back home. I voted and went back home with your husband. That was your job. You voted, went back home. Your husband.
I don't that anyway.
No. She said it. That she went to, my lord, she went voting, the husband. Well, just tell us precisely, address that issue of agents. Just the roles. There are roles that we know. The roles of agents.
My lord,
At a polling station.
the agent, as I stated, should represent an or a given party at a polling station or an independent candidate. And the roles observe that the voters are verified. Then to observe that the election is carried out according to the Elections Act. To observe, to write the number of votes that are being carried.
Right number of votes tallied,
That are tallied, that are counted and tallied.
counted and tallied,
And the polling station. And then to return here.
and thereupon. Is that all? That you know. That's all you know. Okay. It is your statement that one of their roles is to verify voters at these polling stations. And as such, one of the assignments by the NRM. Is it in your knowledge?
It's within my knowledge that the polling agents receive information from the polling stations. The verification of each voter took place.
So verification of each voter took place. Can you tell us how many were verified? I'm going there because I may not have some. How many were verified at each of these?
I can't answer that.
So did the agents carry out the assignment of the country? So I know why you have a problem. Do you know for a fact that the guidelines are very true? Polling agents shall be appointed by a candidate. Because you have both guidelines. Not more than 2 representatives, all polling agents shall be appointed by a candidate. And the appointment shall be in writing addressed to the presiding officer of the polling station. That is the letter I'm looking for, so that I qualify statements. Where is that letter under paragraph 9? That confirms your paragraph 9. That the following polling agents. Who is maybe you are done with it? So 9. Paragraph 9. Can you confirm that this is a false statement? 9. You cannot deny. Paragraph 9. You will be ready. I don't understand because was Tango Doe a candidate in this election?
No, my lord.
So, but you know the fact that you are supposed to verify voters. Yes, they know how many was verified at each of these polling stations. You don't know.
No, my lord.
So again, as stated by you, that you are supposed to write the number of votes counted and tallied in the polling station. This may not know. Is it your statement?
My lord, in my petition, and in many
They did not write the number of votes counted
the
and tallied.
polling agents, they mentioned why that was so. from the 14 points.
So you want us to state that the roles of your appointed agents of verifying, writing the number of votes counted, and returning their forms were not performed, but they went on to go into reporting only chaos, violence, and as we believe you the statement.
Yes, ma'am.
And that despite that confirmation, you stand by your statement that voting went on from 7 to 4 as provided for by the law. Confirm. On this again.
According to the
Now that according to this again. But this is your evidence, not these other people. We went to numbers where there was a presupposition that probably all people will turn up. You confirm, you do not know how many did. That's the confirmation statement.
yes,
So if you did not, if you don't know the number, is it then attributable? Would it be attributable to your averment, paragraph 11? Because that's what you want to say. Attributing this to, again, the allegation that electoral materials and documents are destroyed. This is that makes sense. No agents, not talk about this, and then you talk about it, and attributing it to your statement that electoral materials and documents were destroyed. That's what I'm saying. I'm only in 2 paragraphs. 9, 10, 11.
I will state it my notes, the paragraph, and say that I'm further informed that the appropriation persons, which information I verily believe to be true and correct during the counting and the votes at the state polling stations, they were inspected and held and promoted as a result of which there's no results declared and transmitted for those polling stations. And second, the electoral materials and documents.
So you confirm that there was counting. The paragraph 11 says that there was counting. You will state this, let me read there was counting according to paragraph 11. And that during counting, ordinary agents write, what's this counting? Ordinarily,
My
you
Lord,
confirm.
in an ordinary circumstance, yes, my Lord,
Did
that this was not documented.
between 7 to 4. Okay, counting people who have turned up to vote. 7 to 4. Ordinary. They write this turned up. What you say, don't you know? That is, what is that behavior? From the roles as no, it's
My
not.
Lord, same polling stations, we did not receive the results as mentioned.
So, are you running away from paragraph 11, aforementioned person that you was counting your votes the same polling stations? Are you retracting this evidence? So that we know which you're retracting and
No,
what
my
you
lord.
So you stand by that there was counting. Okay. Yes, going back to you attributing these issues to the materials destroyed as you stated in paragraph 11. Can you state what you Nambi know the electoral materials and documents, but you just name those.
According to the evidence, according to the containers that carry the ballots, and then also the biometric machines, the some the items. And others were the discs.
Did you have such evidence in your petition on the ballots that were destroyed in your evidence? You have them. Yes or no? These ballots. Well, I'll take you back.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, you
They
have
are
information.
electro materials.
So
Ballots
ballots.
are still electro materials.
So ballots were one of
And
those.
the documents.
Do you know that one of the what happens at the polling station is ballot books a number of ballots before you even commence the primary issues. And to complete this number of ballots at the polling station. You at least receive that information between 7 and 4. How
My
many
lord,
ballots?
according to the affidavits of the agents, they confirm that at the start of the elections, there was compliance.
So compliance at the start. How many ballots with Kalemba tell you? At least those which were destroyed because they were disclosed. Whatever happens at the whole primary school, you have such evidence. So that we ascertain. Even number of ballots were brought and were destroyed. You have this evidence.
I just got information about the polling stations where there was
You do not have the evidence about the number of ballots. Papers.
no idea.
So I'm getting it that apart from the chaos, violence, even when it was smooth as stated, the agents did not report anything about the voting exercise.
No idea.
Despite the calm. Okay, do you have evidence then on the containers, those about boxes, in your petition? I need the evidence of how are they destroyed, were they burnt down? You have any such evidence on the same containers, about boxes, in your petition? Doesn't matter whether it's yes.
No No, my lord, but it's electoral materials and
You?
documents that are displayed.
So you leave it to us to imagine, is that your case? Is it this petition? How many? The number and how?
No, my lord.
So, BVVK. What is the BVVK? Information. You mentioned I think as one. Because I am imagining how a BVVK was created. And the information. Tell us. You know BVVK.
The biometric machine, my lord, yes, I know.
Just tell us. Tell us the purpose of a BVVK that you know.
Very fun, very important.
So, is it true? Go to the polling station, gets you forensic spams that you registered to vote at the polling station. Because you know. Yes. Is it your statement? Because voting, you come to verify is what is all I want. And stores that information.
Yes, yes, my lord.
So is it true that using a BVVK, even if you agents have get a reputation, can you use the BVVK to ascertain the number of voters who turned up for the station? Okay. Can't what's wrong there?
My lord, if every voter has used the biometric machine, he will be able to show that.
And you will be capable of using it to ascertain.
Yes,
Did you request for such information from the Electoral Commission? Persist. Did you or did not?
no, my lord.
To your belief, would it have been essential? Your proving, would it have been an essential element? Not possible. It's not 100%. Like my senior colleague was giving you. Generous. Would it be essential?
My lord, I request the second responsibility to
Would it be essential?
go first.
Would it be an essential for this purpose?
Yes, my lord, it's essential.
So to conclude on this, between the BVVK and information from your lawyers, I've seen it in paragraph 13 and paragraph 14. Where you say, I am informed by my lawyers and associated advocates with information. I very believe I'm true. that there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Parliamentary Elections Act relating to elections, that the non-compliance and failure of all elections in accordance with those provisions and the result. And further informed by my lawyers, this information I believe to be correct that the overstated failure and non-compliance disenfranchised the voters at the June polling stations, including myself, the voter at the Uganda Primary School, grade 1. Disenfranchised. Who would you choose as Nambi between the VVVK and your lawyers? Who would you choose to have better information on this non-compliance and disenfranchisement between the VVVK and your lawyers? Where would we get?
My lord, if I had the biometric machines would be them, but in this instance, they were not there.
Wow, did you ever request for them? Wow, you said no. Would you then rely on the hearsay evidence from your lawyers if the VVVK were available? Would you then? Well, if you can't answer that, well, let me paraphrase the idea. It's right to say that you ignored the VVVK for fear of the truth against the numbers.
My lord, they were not there.
Well, it is not very hard to ascertain why you do not know. Because by relying on information from people even where confirms you are not there, confirm even the information, these materials is from your lawyers. My lord, I'm looking at information in paragraph 10, 11, informed the legal tickets is in 11, 10, 11, 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, and so on. My lord, the witness has admitted that all this evidence is hearsay. That from my lawyers, my agents, I confirm some of them will not come to this court. My lord, it's my submission on this issue that the party, my lord, can rely. Actually, I can raise an objection at this stage. My lord, I can do it during the trial. And it's my prayer, actually, that all this evidence, paragraphs 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16, 19, and so on, my lord, all based on hearsay evidence. Itself, my lord, the submit is inadmissible, cannot be considered during the trial going forward. Because we are not making headway. Makes sense. Not be considered, and I feel that it be expanded. On record for being here saying. Not 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, all 16, 18, 19, all 19, 20, 20, badly that, my Lord. The elementary style under section 59 of the Evidence Act, I pray that all these garments be expanded off the record of being hearsay evidence. Lord, I submit that evidence, admissible evidence, must be of that witness who says he or she saw the information that was there, or heard. My Lord, specifically, we have several cited cases, one of them being Dr. Besigye versus Dr. Museveni. This area was canvassed, and the ratio was that such evidence would be expanded. The Lord, we will submit on that authority. Starting point order 19, rule 3, which is rule 3, 1 and 2. In fact, that affidavit evidence must only be restricted to information by the deponent. The courts have canvassed this area. It's a settled area. Another cases are going to provide actual authorities punishment for the punishment. Along with that, your guidance.
Make your prayer and I will stay.
Another understanding.
But I'm not telling you.
But our understanding cannot have been that now then how do we continue cross-examining on evidence that we have already maybe then that means that our objections are saying in expand.
I have said,
Because if you're going
I
to
have
go
said,
for
I have said that I will consider it due to the general evaluation. That's what I said. I didn't say I will say so if you consider this particular point,
Yes, I'm not, because on this issue, let him complete the submission. Let's conclude the submission then. Yes.
Well, the first one is Paul Kawanda, Zakaria versus the Attorney General. Constitution petition number 1, number 3, 1999. But we also have Chris Mubiru. I'll give you the rationale. Chris Mubiru, the Attorney General, Constitutional petition number 1, 2001. Then we have Besigye versus YQ7, presidential electoral petition number 1, 2001. But this is the rationale in this case. That
that election petitions and trials are supposed to determine the merits of the case. So the only evidence you can have on record is through affidavits.
if you sneak in inadmissible evidence, like hearsay, there's no any other chance of getting that evidence off the table. And my lord, because we are not proceeding by witness statements, the only form we can have evidence of people is by affidavit. So where the deponent is giving information from other people who are not before court, that information is not in not addressed.
as you have pointed out, paragraphs 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, and 20.
Yes, my lord, and
These
then,
are the ones which I have noted here.
yes, my lord, and lastly, to emphasize this, my lord, even evidence from the advocate is not admissible. Even that from the advocate, and my lord, I will quote that. Except the advocate who is remaining the deponent. The affidavit where it reads that, my lord, I have been informed by my foresaid advocate. So, my lord, the excerpt that is relevant to this situation from Zakaria also. The ones from the advocates. Lord, we have a paragraph that my lawyer is that when advocates 14 and further informs that my lawyers yes, my lord. So, my lord, the essence of my submission is that information one from the agents, if it is being quoted by Agent Nambi and information from the lawyer, both are not admissible. They are closed out by the rule of hearsay because she cannot speak or vouch for the truth of such statements unless we are going to have Mr. Caldeon's stand to speak to it.
My lord, again, my understanding, courts are right as yes, my lord, my lord, because an application, my lord, rooted out of these cases, a party and rightfully obtain object to admission. During trial, if I object, yes, if I object, then it behoves that the other side has to be had on this issue. Then it is to become there. That's my understanding. Then we can receive the decision, unless they choose not to. Yes. Specific.
I'm surprised by the objection on a number of reasons. If some is referred section 59 of the Evidence Act. Firstly, my lord, by dint of section 1 of the Evidence Act, that act does not apply to evidence. By dint of section 1 of that act of the Evidence Act, it does not apply to evidence. Secondly, my lord, the witness in paragraph 23 of her affidavit in support of the petition clearly states that what she is stating above is true to the best of her knowledge and belief from sources she has disclosed. In each of those paragraphs that my colleagues have referred to, the witness has stated the source of the information. She has said the source from each single one of them. And my lord, there is nobody that she has mentioned who has composed an affidavit to disclose. Every person she mentions in any affidavit, in any paragraph, has imposed an affidavit to disclose. And the record reflects that. Decisions are bound, my lord, only here. If she states where she gets information from, and the person who she's getting information from is not talked of by way of an affidavit, that's the only way you can call it yes. Where my lord, she states that Kalule informed me and said Agent Kalule is here with an affidavit, that ceases to be yes. And all of those affidavits of persons she referring to in her affidavit are before this court by way of evidence. Now, my lord, I also tend to think that we are reading from different decisions of Besigye and 7. My lord, in that case, Mulenga, yes, it was part of the lead decision. Here that my lord, I should, however, comment especially on affidavits required under Rule 4, Sub-Rule 7, and 83A of the Election Petition Rules to accompany the petition and answers thereto. The said rules require that those affidavits shall set out the facts on which the petition is based, and the respondent will rely on as the case may be. Invariably, however, the parties have to rely heavily on factual information they receive from their agents and other witnesses in order to comply with that requirement. In my view, is what Mulenga said, in my view, therefore, in relation to those affidavits from those agents, Order 17 Rule 3, which I think back to now is 19, of the CPR has to be applied with such modifications as permits the petitioner and the respondents to include in those affidavits facts which they depend from such information. My lord, that decision was referred to by the Court of Appeal in the case of Mpanga, Farouk versus Senkuruge Isaac, and I'm reading from that decision. After quoting all of that, my lord, the lordship said in the Court of Appeal, after quoting that part of the decision, that in the instant case, a reading of paragraphs 5A to M of the petitioner's affidavit, just like in this case, my lord, shows that what was stated therein was information based on what was provided from polling agents and supporters, as in this case. The petitioner, the Aruship said, the petitioner clearly disclosed the sources of his information, who also saw affidavits in support of the said allegations based on their knowledge. Then they held the Aruship in St. last round of elections. They then held, we find that the learned trial judge found that the disclosure of sources of information by the petitioner was sufficient, following the majority decision in Besigye versus Museveni. That was the holding of the Lordship. It's not here. My Lord in Muhindo, Rehma. In Rehma versus Winfred Kiza, EPA number 29 of 2011. The Lordship said that in these cases, the candidates rely on appointed agents, and as such, should have included that specific source of information, as happened here, in the affidavits, or else they file separate affidavits from the agents who witnessed the occurrences. That's what we did, my Lord. And the Lordship said that the learned trial judge cannot be faulted over this aspect of the matter. So my Lord, our submission is that first, the evidence fact relied on, that's the evidence. Two, the petitioner has disclosed information. Three, those persons from whom she has sourced that information have all deposited affidavits and they're on court record. Number four, then the Lordship said that ceases to be here. Candidate is expected to be in each polling station out of 197. She relies on information from supporters, from campaigners, from agents. It's only hearsay if she says Musisi told me this and there's no affidavit from Musisi. If that the case is, the affidavit is there, that ceases to be hearsay.
Yes, my Lord. For starters, because it's true that all these witnesses depose affidavits and that they disclose information that may be relied on. Our submission is not premise. I use the word elementarily in the principle in section 59. Elementarily is cardinal. Evidence has to be evidence of soul. But our submission is rooted in order 19, 3, 1 and 2. My Lord. Submit that hearsay evidence is prohibited. Even belief is prohibited under the law. Information is prohibited. It's our submission under order 19. 3, 1 and 2. My Lord, why I raised this issue at this point? I was finding difficulty proceeding with agents who are already questioned. They disclosed evidence information that she does not have, my Lord. Rest this point, my Lord. That is why it would be proper that we expand those paragraphs in the Constitution. Because how then do I know them? When I already have a ruling on record that you cannot cross-examine them. That's why I raised it at this point. It's telling me they are there. I cannot access them.
The witness is saying, I don't know, I don't witness this. But provide so I'm at pains, my Lord. I would not have raised it. I pray. Lord, and distinguishing. My Lord, to distinguish them public, since my colleague submitted in the authority, just for distinguishing purposes, the rest of this. Okay. Not the decision of value to very much decision as value to justice in the 2001 election. My Lord, this is, I need really offer a proper context of why, where you're using evidence, the courts are very strict on what can be admitted. Also, alongside the people. My Lord, in election petitions and constitutional petitions, the only way by which you can bring evidence is through affidavit. My Lord, the case goes further to state that hearsay, or what you can categorize as hearsay, will only be admissible in interlocutory matters.
Say if I have suit and I want to get an injunction, then I can go to my lawyer, and my lawyer informs me that that plate discloses prima facie the case, and therefore I qualify to be given an injunction. My Lord, that is the only way you can have hearsay evidence admitted on record in interlocutory. And my Lord, it does not help, especially for the petitioner, to bring paragraph 23. If Mr. Kalule read the decision that I read, he knows that fact was the contention that all the affidavits that they sought to strike off the record had that statement that what they stated, we have disclosed the sources and belief, and court said no, we cannot nullify or confirm a candidate of an election on the basis of one, belief, two, information that is sourced from another party. That is my Lord, the rationale. But my Lord, I read the excerpt. This is from Besigye. It says that except in purely interlocutory matters, affidavits must be restricted to matters within personal knowledge of the deponent. Two, they must not be based on information or by expression of opinion. It goes on, my Lord, affidavits should strictly be confined to such facts as the deponent is able of his own knowledge to prove. Affidavits by persons having no personal knowledge of the facts and merely echoing the statements of the client cannot be used at the hearing. This is where we have. Hajat Nambi says Nalukoola is not a duly elected member of Parliament. What evidence must court rely on? Hajat Nambi was told by her lawyers that there was non-compliance. Hajat Nambi was told by her lawyers that the election was marred by great violence that affected the results in a substantial manner. She does not have that knowledge. She is quoting other people. That is inadmissible. And that is so, my Lord, the issue of Court of Appeal, High Court, it is really, Mr. Kambe has an affair with it. We have a Supreme Court decision. And my Lord, we cannot go behind but go back, my Lord. Well, I know that was the disenfranchisement and the rest, you can go with legalities. Hajat Nambi. Let's go to paragraph 16. That's where we start now. It's the hearsay. I don't know if it since if it is considered otherwise, not that I believe it. 16 is it your testimony under 16? That Gordon Saleh
informed you that the first respondent campaigned on the polling day by saying Yenze Nalukoola. Yenze Nalukoola. Is it your evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Yenze Nalukoola a campaigning statement? Yenze Nalukoola, is it a campaigning statement? Qualified. That's 16.
Yes, my lord.
At Nambi, when you arrived at the polling station, you took us through. Is your statement that you would mention your name? That you arrive at the polling station, I am Nambi. They check if you're a registered voter. Did you mention your name when you arrived at the polling station?
I mentioned it to the electoral.
Thank you. Yes. Did that mention of name would be right to state that you campaigned at the polling station? I'm here.
My lord, there is attached by their residence that
You, Nambi, you are the one who was there. You said you went there with your husband. Did your husband state his name? Did your husband state his name? Would it be right to state that your husband campaigned for you at the polling station?
no, my
And where is the evidence? The matter of evidence. The court of evidence. Where is the evidence? Or is it anywhere? Station has. I've seen in your petition pictures, photographs, what you have any certain. Yes or no?
My lord, as per the affidavit, that is signed.
You have
The affidavit details that's how it came to us.
no, you are not there, you are not there. That supporters may not come to court. That evidence on the basis of it. Is it there? Yes or no? So that's the rush. Is it there? Say yes or no. Okay. Are there names of persons that you influenced as per your statement? Say these campaign statements to influence. Are there names of such people? Are there names? Yes or no? Of voters in your petition.
The names of the voters are not to be included.
Are there numbers? The names are
At
not
the
there.
polling station, this station.
The names are not there. Are there numbers? Was it a crowd? Are there numbers in your petition?
He campaigned, my lord, the first
Are
respondent campaigned
there-
among his voters.
Are there numbers? Simple. There are numbers or not?
No, my
There are
lord.
no numbers. Would I be wrong? Is it possible that Gordon Salim Saleh is an NRM supporter? Is it a possibility? Gordon Salim Saleh. Is it a possibility that he can be an NRM supporter? Or is he one?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
That is
So would he then be your supporter? By being NRM, would he be your supporter?
My Lord, that is not ascertained in the
Would he be?
But if he were an NRM supporter, he would be my supporter.
So would I be wrong to presuppose, not saying you know, to presuppose that he may have voted for you?
No, not my lord.
Presuppose.
My lord, I object to that question. In the advancement of an election petition, a question cannot be asked as the choice of a particular voter. That's barred by Section 102 of the EA. Let's move right.
Go to the next issue.
Would you ascertain? You said polling station. Would you ascertain? Within how many meters? Within how many meters? You said polling station is open. If Nalukoola was there. Parameters. The distance in where he was standing there. I don't think he was in the ballot box. The distance, would you ascertain, yes or no?
The distance between where he was, is that what you're asking?
Yes. Because the same polling station stated bits saying communication.
My lord, the detail I captured in my affidavit is from the polling station, which is KAT AMG.
So you cannot ascertain the distance because it's important. You cannot.
No.
No. So then, do you have any evidence or any report from your purported agents? A report about this campaigning at the polling day and how it happened? A report.
My lord, yes.
Is it before this court?
I have a full report as I have stated in this affidavit.
You do not have a formal report. Okay, let's go to another element. Again, paragraph 16. 16.2 particularly. Telling voters amani government mugalyamu olukwe. He said, literally translated, do not betray people power. What does mani government mean? The efforts of the people. Does the efforts of the people mean Nalukoola? Don't betray the efforts of the people. Does it mean voting for Nalukoola, according to you?
My lord, in this paragraph 16.2, page 014, it goes on to say, do not betray people's powers. So it's not in isolation.
That's what was stated here. Does this mean Nalukoola? These are specific illegalities, even one can have a problem. An allegation. Did it mean Nalukoola? Does it mean efforts of people? Does it mean about interpretation. If someone said it to you, or said it to someone, did it qualify? I'm obliged.
16.2.
My Lord, I have a question on every offense.
16.2, my Lord, it is yes attributed to the first respondent, campaigning among the supporters on polling station in Kazan.
My question, it's about my question. Does it mean vote for Nalukoola? Manigaba said, you don't know.
My Lord, as stated in 16.2, it means vote for people power and was the candidate for people power.
Oh, so Nalukoola was a candidate for people power. No, Nope is not here. Is it your statement that people power sponsored a candidate?
My Lord,
Statement.
I meant to say that this was attributed to the first respondent campaign.
So people power did not sponsor any candidate.
My Lord, people power is not against that party.
Yes, 16.3. Do you have proof that the first respondent had agents in 16.3? Names of Chibilige Musa? Yes.
So the matter is still over till 2 p.m.